Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, we have something that I've been wanting to do for a while. We're going to make an XP farm because having the lack of levels for a lot of things such as my axe and I guess what am I talking about? I already have having levels for lack of things such as getting a better chest plate and not having this enchanted and looking for a silk touch pickaxe mainly is starting to annoy me. So we're gonna finally make ourselves an XP farm. I've been putting this off just for the sheer amount of blocks and things I'm gonna have to get, such as I think it's like gotta be at least 15 or something like that. 15 stacks of cobble or your block of choice, and then a number of other things. So we're gonna go back to our main area for this because there's a big ocean. I mean, there's one over here too, but I want to have this in like our main spot. So we need to run through the nether here. We're gonna find a good place to just mine out a bunch of cobblestone, and I'll probably use some flashback footage for that because that's gonna be something that I'm just I want you guys to see what I'm doing, but there's no way I'm going to be commentating through that or putting that in the video. So I'm probably going to refer to some flashback footage for that one. Oh, sorry. That was the wrong button. Home sweet home over here. Look at our gas in our barn, our tower of inventory or whatever. Somebody had a suggestion on the name of that. I have to go back and look. Completely forgot what it was, but um, if we name it, I'll have to put a sign up there because I will forget what I'm calling these things. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna need a bunch of cobble. I guess let me real quick pull that back up. There it is. I need almost 18 stacks. It's 16 and a half stacks of cobble. And then quite a few ladders. And I'm using a tutorial that I know I've used every single time, and I'm pretty sure they're always wrong on the materials you need. And I like to add a second layer. I might only do one layer today. I like to add a second layer, so I'm hoping that I'm thinking of a different tutorial. But either way, we're going to have to go ahead and get a bunch of stone, which I guess is perfect to get like right here. Oh. I guess I'll just mine out, like, continue on with this. I don't really know what 18 stacks of stone looks like, but we're going to find out now, aren't we? So let's just get this mined out real quick so we can actually get building on this. Because the sooner that we get going on getting these levels and having a consistent way of actually farming levels, the sooner we can get a silk touch pickaxe, and the sooner we can continue and have our railroad done all the way out to this area and to wherever we need to, because we're going to have to... Best way to gold mine is in the nether with silk touch, so that's what I want to do. We still need redstone and stuff, but that's really easy to get. So I want to get silk touch for that, and we kind of need to do this in order to get that, because I just don't see us getting silk touch for a little while. Watch me do this whole thing, and my next enchant is going to be silk touch. But I can hope that's not the case. This shouldn't take too long. I need to get, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 12. So I'll have to go back up and drop some of this stuff off. But we'll do that real quick. I'm going to cut to some flashback footage so you guys don't have to sit through all this, but you actually get to take a peek at what's going on. Probably from like somewhere up here. So, yeah. All right, before we get into the next part of the video, I'm just going to let you guys know I'm an idiot. Majority of this video, so that we're like, what, 4 minutes in, I think. Majority of this video is going to be, I haven't messed with it yet, so I'm not entirely sure. It will be audio. You will be able to hear me. I don't think it's going to be the worst thing in the world, but it's kind of low. It doesn't sound great. It's not the normal quality. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy it regardless. This episode's a little shorter because of that. And yeah, so thank you guys for enduring it if you do. If not, I fully understand. I'm going to try to get another video out tomorrow or the next day so that you guys can have a full actually good quality audio video. So thank you. Here we go. All right, so we got ourselves a bunch of cobble. I think as much as we need here. I think we finally finished off everything. Let me just double check. Yeah, that'll do it right there. Okay, we got all the cobble that we need. We have to build it out in the ocean there. This is going to be a bit of a struggle with getting everything to where we need. But this might be one of the first times I think I've ever used one of these right here. Let me grab myself a chest boat thing. I believe this is how you make it. Yes, it is. We can put everything in here that we need, or all the overflow anyway. So that's good. Throw that in there. And we need all the cobble. Oh boy, I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's throw all this cobble in there because that's gonna be the majority of it, and then I'll pull up the rest of what I need here, which I can't remember. It's gonna be like trapdoors and stuff like that. Would pretty much be the bulk of it. Let me look up and pull it up real quick. Nope, wrong thing. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, we need a bunch of ladders, 2 stacks of dirt. Do I have that? I think I have a dirt chest up here. Whether or not I have anything in it is the question. No. To have 2 stacks of building blocks, period. Okay, we'll have to get 2 stacks of building blocks. And enough wood for, which this is the easy part. We don't have this. We're going to go ahead and just chop down a couple of spruce trees in order to get the wood for the ladders and the 64 trapdoors. And then carpets. I forgot about the carpets. Sometimes I add the carpets later, which we might end up having to do because I don't really have an abundance of wool. 36 carpets, you only get 3 or 2 wool. So we need 12. Need 12 wool. I might be able to pull that off. I'm not sure. We'll just check in a minute here. And I don't know exactly how much I need for this, but we're just going to check and see if we have enough wood after we chop down this tree real quick. All right, let's see if this is enough. This has got to be enough. I don't really ever imagine getting too much wood for this, or remember getting too much wood for this. I mean, we do need 6 chests as well, so I kind of forgot about that. And which we should be fine on this. 4 slabs, which I guess we could just use this for. That'll give us right there, I believe. Yeah, so we'll do 4 of those. Just to differentiate ourselves. For ourselves on what exactly we're doing. Do I have enough iron for the hoppers I need? It might be back at the other base, so we might have to go back there. But yeah, I actually will. Because I only have... Dang, really? Do I have iron nowhere else? I feel like I would have some here. I did not leave any here? Wow. That's crazy. I don't know of like a place that I would specifically have iron sitting around. We only need a few. We need like 3 more, I think. All right. That's kind of lame, but we'll go ahead and make the 6 chests real quick. There we go. And then we can make all of our trap doors. Actually, that's not going to be enough because we need 60. Or I'm an idiot. Just do this. There we go. I'm always thinking. Yeah. All right. Perfect. And then the sticks. I don't even know how many of this I need. Well, I need 2 stacks. Almost 2 stacks. But that's probably not going to do it. Nope, that's 1. Okay. So we have to chop down another big tree. That's fine. I do have a bunch of oak in my inventory. I'm not sure what this is for. I might just use this real quick. You can always get more. Don't want to go overboard on this. Very close. We need 4 more. You gotta be... Okay, there we go. There we are. Perfect. All right, so then we got these here. We got 2 chests. We need 4 of these. We're only gonna get 3 out of this. So we need 1 more. of those. And then 10 torches is easy. A bed. I don't know why I need a bed. Oh, you need a bed. That's not really a part of it, really, honestly. And I need another bucket. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I will be annoyed if I don't go up there with another bucket. So let me throw this stuff in here real quick if I have space in it. And then, honestly, if I had scaffolding, that would be a lot better for this. But I don't, so no big deal. What else am I missing? I mean, the wool, obviously, but I can always go back there later. I'll just make sure that I don't have it. And then the two stacks of building blocks. And that's pretty much everything I think we need for the build, considering, or if my materials list is correct, which I always remember having issues with. We haven't enough for the... Yeah, okay, we should be good. The question is about the wool. That's right. So we got 3 here. That's enough for the bed, but I always carry a bed around, so I don't really need the bed. Do I have any up here? I don't think I would have put it in any of these chests because it's kind of a miscellaneous thing. Yeah, no, I don't. I definitely don't have this up here. We do have enough for 1 more iron. That's enough for the bucket, so we'll go ahead and make it a bucket. And we can go to sleep real quick. All right, and then I guess we can start with this. If I see any sheep, I'll use it, but I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have the freaking... What's it called? Shears, because I don't have any iron, so... We can't always go back. Not really a big deal. But I can go back up and put the wool up there. That's not really an issue. But it's just, it does clog up your area pretty good. So I feel like I should definitely get that first. Which means I should probably get the iron before I walk around looking for a sheep. I don't even know if there's any of them nearby. There's got to be some iron over here in the village. Or, like, near the village, I guess. In that cave area. We haven't really gone through everything. Actually, I know there is. I know there is some iron on, or I think there's iron on, like, the top of one of the stairs. So let's go up there. Oh my god. I shouldn't have made the bucket. I should have made the damn shears. How do I have nothing? Oh my goodness. Okay. Go grab this. There's got to be wool throughout this forest. There's going to be wool up in the... over by them. Yeah, there's guys here. Okay, we should be fine in the front of getting the actual wool itself. All right, let's see. Hopefully some's popping out to me real quick. I see some coal. I know I've seen iron in here. Yeah, there's some iron right there. Okay. Yeah, it's like out of the way enough that it's not... haven't been worth grabbing for me yet. So we'll go ahead and grab this real quick. And, okay, I do have a backup, so that's good to say. Yeah, let's grab this. I guess we'll do this. This is why I haven't grabbed it, because you have to do something like this to get over there. So, good thing we didn't, I suppose. And this will be plenty. We're going to be good with just this. Like, we'll have everything we need. So that's good. I mean, we can't really go overboard with it, considering we're trying to get a railroad going, which requires a bunch of iron. So I'll take what I can get. Perfect. All right. So let's go back up there. I'll actually smelt some before we leave. I just attracted that skeleton. I gotta get down where it knocks me off. We're gonna go ahead and smelt some while we're in here. We have some of these furnaces. Yes, okay. Can I get a furnace? There we go. Okay, I actually don't need to do that. So we'll go ahead and smelt that so we can actually have shears going on our way through the forest. We can collect, hopefully... I don't know why I have 2 of these. Hopefully we can collect enough wool for the remainder of the 36. We have 3, so we only need 11 more wool, I believe. Unless I'm completely wrong with that. I think I'm right on that. We only need another 10 wool. Or no. What am I talking about? Yeah, 10. No, 9. We need another 9 wool, I believe. So let's grab this, and hopefully we'll get 9 wool out of the stuff that we have. And I'll leave that. That's fine. I'm not waiting here for the rest of that to smelt. I passed by 3 sheep on the way. I'm going to make sure when I get up top here to, like, look around on on like the plains area just because it's easily visible if there is one. Hopefully there is. Let's see. No, there's some pigs. Um, no. Okay, cool. So let's go into the forest and go hopefully the direction that we saw those other ones. And even if those, I mean, if all three of them gave me three, then that would be a win right there. Whether that happens or not is a different question. Oh yeah, and like worth noting, I guess I the last time I recorded, maybe even in this video, or maybe it was the video before this one, I can't really remember. Um, well, it'd be funny if it was this video. I don't think it has. But I think the video I posted last, I talked about getting in a new area, which is a mildly audio, like audio is like mildly noticeable to me. So some people might notice it, but the changes anyway. But yeah, I said that with this new area, I'll be able to like try to post every 2 days. And it's been 5 days since I put the last video. I've just had a busy week, and like sometimes, like I said in the wherever that video, whatever video it was, um, sometimes even though I do have the time to do it, it's not necessarily. Um, I'm not necessarily like my voice isn't there, or I'm not in the mood, or whatever. So that's why I said I'll try, and it just so happens that literally the week I said it, I was kind of too busy and worn down a little bit to actually keep up with it. So my bad, but that's okay. I mean, some people did say like don't get yourself worn out. That's why I'm pretty positive I already posted this video that I'm talking about. Because I just remember that comment. Somebody did say like don't get worn out or anything like that, and I already have been doing this long enough on my main channel that I kind of know how to avoid that in a way. Like not to say I'm perfect at it because nobody is, um, but I've been doing it long enough to know like where I would start burning out. So I will definitely be staying away from that. If I have to turn back a little bit to avoid that, then I'll do that, and I'm sure you guys will understand. But I'll be sure to let you know when that happens. Because I'll probably have a cool off period. Maybe if we lose this world or I get burnt out of the world itself at some point, that always could happen. I'm not really the beauty of this channel, the second channel, is I don't really necessarily have to worry too much about how the videos are perceived, I guess. I need to revisit these sheep. There we go. Um, so we got, what is that? 27, 30, and I already had 3, I think, that I put over there, so we need 3 more. So 2 more wool. Wait, I don't necessarily have to worry an insane amount. This video, or this channel has been successful enough on its own that I am mildly worried about it. But I don't really have to worry too much about if this channel flops because people are annoyed with the way that I'm doing things or whatever. So if I do get burnt out of this world, which could happen, I hope it doesn't, and I have to jump to a hardcore season 2, I'll do that. Like, it's either I do that or I don't make videos. I'm gonna do that. So that could happen. That's a possibility for anybody that is wondering. But yeah, I will be avoiding that at all costs. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I want to do mild, some variety and things like that. And this channel, like, people have been like, you don't edit these videos, so like, who cares? But like, it's a different beast because with my main channel, I have like, yeah, that's enough. That's 36. Okay, so that's good there. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pick back up on that in just a second, but I want to make sure I'm all set here. Uh, oh, we need to smelt the rest of this. So, like with my main channel, it's not as difficult. Like, I have to edit them, obviously. So there's that. But what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, I don't edit these videos, and they're not hard. I'm not saying it's hard to make these videos, but like not having like, well, for my main channel, not having to like constantly be keeping a flow uh, of talking because I'm going to edit those. I like know where to pause. I know where to shut up. I know when I've had my fill on saying certain things. And I've gathered that pretty quickly on this channel as well. So that's why sometimes there will be cuts. They're not actual cuts. I've just paused my recording. I hit the pause button. When I know that I'm about to, at the end of the sentence, I know that I'm not going to have anything else to say. And it would be awkward if I didn't. Then I'll do that sometimes. But yeah, so it's if I don't keep recording these videos on a consistent basis, it messes up my flow because it's kind of hard
to do that. It's kind of hard to commentate, and I like it, and I want to keep doing it because it does make me better at commentating in overall. That's why I am doing this channel. It's another one of the reasons I'm doing this channel is because I just like being able to do that. So I'm not trying to say like whatever, but it's something worth noting. If people are like, "Dude, what are you complaining about? You don't even edit these videos." It's like that can be more difficult, to be honest. Like it kind of can be more difficult. People are better at this than I am, but I don't think I'm too bad about it. I think I have enough extra cobble here that we can use. Maybe let me check real quick. So that's 2 of these would go here, and that would be full. Yeah, so we have an extra bit of cobble. So we'll use these as the building blocks, and then we'll take our ladders out. Uh, I should have cleared enough space to be able to put most of this in here because we're gonna have to come back down to the water, but that's not really a big deal, honestly. And then just going, I don't want to go out too far. I would like to be out of viewing distance, I guess. But I don't really like to go way too far. My render distance is pretty high on this world, so it's not really going to be too crazy anyway. So let's do, actually, no, that's one too high. There we go. Put that down, and then we're going to go up, um, I believe, what is that? So this is 64. What are we at? 63. 2 seconds. Okay, yeah, so I can never remember if, like, I can never remember if all the oceans are on the same, like if sea level is consistent in Minecraft, but it is. So we're gonna go all the way up to Y level 180, and that's where we'll start this whole thing. I do have the tutorial, like I said. I'll throw it in the description, I guess. Hopefully I remember to do that. It's a standard mob farm. Like, you could literally just look this up. I'm using Voltrox one in case I forget to mention this. I generally don't even really need the tutorial, to be honest, because it's just the same build every single time. Like, I could do the top part just fine on my own. It's mainly to know how high to build it and how high the drop is. I always forget that. And then I like to have like a materials list instead of just trying to remember it my own. I would like to pull up a video and see the materials list. That's why I'm using a tutorial at all. These are ones that I've built plenty of times, so I probably don't really need it. Okay, we're about at 180 right now. There we go. And then I believe you do one more there. And we'll go down and place all the ladders. I'm not going to make you guys sit through every little piece. Gosh. I'm not going to make you sit through every little one of these. But, hello. Just why I have something to mention there about the build. We'll do it. Yeah, let me put these ladders up. And then we'll do it right here, I guess. Yeah. And I'll see you at the top. Alright, we're gonna have to jump back down to grab more stuff, but before I do that, I might as well start on the platform here. So we're gonna do, what's this? 4, yeah, so we'll do 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I pretty much always set these up exactly the same. I'll end up eventually at some point, I'm not gonna do this right away just because our enchantment table is right there. So if I have to just sit up here and do this and then run down on the enchantment table, that's fine. I normally have, let's say this is the killing chamber for this. I'll normally have a area off to the side where I'll actually like have like an enchantment table too I add on later. So, all right, let's get that. And then, yeah, now we can jump down and grab all of our stuff. Stuff's pretty standard, so we're going to do a little chamber here. We'll put the chest down. Hoppers. Bam, 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 bam. And then I think these go down here. Well, baby zombies can spawn, so we might have to put trapdoors here. We'll see, I guess. So let's go up 2. Like that. And then like that. Perfect. Bam. All right, and then here's the part I actually looked at on the video, or I have to look on the video now for, is how high I'm going to do this. All right, up to 203, I think. What are we at right now? 184. So that'd be 182 plus 22. That's not right. Yeah, I hate the... Oh, okay. I think that's right. I just hate the way that, like, always this is why I never remember. The freaking number's so confusing. So we're gonna go up to 203. Let's go right up. I was gonna do it all at once, but I forget that that's probably the worst thing to do because I don't have. Do I have all the water on me? I do. Okay. I don't have all the building blocks I need, but we can just go back down or just jump off when we need to do that. And the only bad part about that is you usually have to build up again or place water or whatever. So it's a little annoying when you don't have everything you need at the moment, but I'm not too confident that I have every single block I need anyway, even down with what's in that chest too, because it's just happened so many times. I don't know if it's the way I build them or what, but that's just how it always ends up every single time. I'm usually having to go back out for blocks, and I feel like I've used different tutorials too. This is Voltrox. I've definitely used Shulkercraft before, I believe. I don't know. So yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna go into autopilot, honestly, because I know that we're gonna go out enough for the water to drop here, and then that's pretty much it. We're at 202, 203. So, and I never remember the number for that either, but you can actually just visually see it. So we'll go out, I think, let's say 8 blocks. I'm not entirely sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's just say. And then I'll have the walls going just to see. I don't know. I'm not confident. It could be 9, but I think it's 8. This. Oops. And now we can test here. Oh, I didn't have. I got coal on me. I was gonna say I don't have more torches here. So yeah, let's test real quick. Go bam. Yeah, that one's there. Okay, cool. So that's what it is. And then real quick, we'll go ahead and do like that. There we go. Okay. And I will do this real quick, actually. I don't even know why I bothered. There we go. I'll do that real quick because we're going to do all the rest of these. So that was 8 blocks out, including this one, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're going to go 8 blocks out on each side here. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's all we're going to do. And then we'll put a wall around all of these, and then we'll build up 2 blocks. But connect the platforms on each corner. Everyone's seen this farm before, but I'm just going to explain it anyway. And then we'll build up 2 blocks above that, put a roof on top, and throw torches on top of that, and that's pretty much the end of the farm. Throw down the carpets and everything. So, yeah, that's really about it. I love these because they're just so simple. Once you get all those little numbers that are specific, I don't know why I just struggled to say that, out of the way, and then you're pretty much good because that's really it. It's so simple. I love it. But we're definitely not going to have enough of the blocks here off rip, so. Alright, and then before I actually finish, I always like to just put the water down just to make sure that I didn't screw it up, even though I counted every one of these twice. I just like to throw it down to make sure. It's having to rebuild once you put down the big platforms and everything is just the worst. It makes you, like, I feel like I want to start from scratch at that point. That's perfect. I'll take these just in case I need it. And then we'll take that. Perfect. Okay. And then, yeah, we just go up now. I believe 1, 2. I think you just go up. Oh, wait, no, that's too high. Wait, I think. Wait a minute. Now I got me second guessing. Hold on. This is the outer perimeter here. I believe that's now. Okay, I'm going to double check. I don't think this part actually matters, but I'm going to double check. Okay, so it's going to be 2 blocks, including the bottom one. So yeah, right there is going to be the top. So we're going to take all those out. Yeah, we're going to go 1 more block up all the way around here. Just like this. And then we'll connect all the corners and make platforms there in the corners. I'm going to just hit the corners. I think I have enough extra blocks according to what I supposedly needed that I can go ahead and do this. And what I might do before I have to jump back down is, because we're going to be able to have enough here, yeah, to finish. I'll probably put these in here real quick, just because I know this is where they go, and I always find this to be so annoying. I don't think yeah, this is exactly where they go. Let's see real quick how many end up with. Yeah, that's 48. Okay, so that's perfect. Throw all these down. I'm gonna have to get extra materials on the bottom because baby zombies exist, so they can pop out of that bottom area if you leave one block. We'll have to put ourselves... And I think skeletons might be able to shoot you. You might be able to piss off creepers, so if you're doing this yourself, I'll show you later. I suggest putting a slab and not leaving the one open. Oh, come on. I have just enough for this. Yeah, that's the worst thing, is when you mess up something and you gotta break it. Not that bad, but I find it so annoying. Gonna go through all these. Like that. I usually wait for this later. This is actually kind of best when you actually are able to see. There we go. Okay. And then now, yeah, we're gonna connect all the corners here. And then we'll go up another 2 blocks, I believe. And that'll be our walls. And with a roof on top, and then these are gonna be the spawning platforms right here. I think... I might not even have needed to go... No, I don't need to. So I'm going to end up using extra materials by doing it this way. I think I just need to connect here. This thing never looks pretty anyway, so I'm going to just make sure I know that for these. So let me just do this. I'm a little screwed up because I did the corners, even though you don't normally do the corners if you're trying to, like, save some material. So normally it would be like that, because then you can just put the wall on top. You don't need to waste the material on the bottom. So we're going to do that all the way around here like this. And then we can put the walls up after, which will be missing all the corners and stuff. There we are. And then I guess in theme of going ahead and doing things out of order here, I'm going to see real quick the platform design with the carpets. There it is. Okay, so it's going to be corners and then 2 blocks over. And that's literally the whole thing. 2 blocks over, 2 blocks over. 1, 2, there we go. And there. And then it's just the same thing all the way to the corners. Normally there's a wall here. It makes it a little bit easier to be able to tell. But we're basically going to do the same thing here. So 2 over there. Bam. 2 over there. 2 over there. And then 1 in the middle. And that's it. Very simple, but it makes it so that spiders don't spawn. And the reason why... It'd be kind of nice, I guess, to have the string. But the reason that it's you don't want the spiders is because they'll clog up the whole thing. They'll just be sitting up here. They don't fall down the chute the same way as everything else. Sometimes they make it to the bottom, or they'll just decide to drop enough times that they end up dying. But they will far out clog everything before it even gets remotely to handling itself. You'll have to clear them out, and then they just fill back up. So, very annoying thing to deal with. You don't really want to, if you can help it. That's why I wanted to make sure I grabbed these. So yeah, now we're gonna go. Now we're going to go up 2 like that, and then we're gonna throw a roof on it, like so. And that's pretty much going to be it. We gotta do that all the way around. Throw the roof up top, which I'm definitely gonna have to go down and get the materials down there for. And hopefully I don't have to come back again. But we'll see what we have left over here. So it makes it easier if you do all of the edges filled in, because all you have to do is that, instead of having to bridge along. But you probably end up making, by throwing all the corners in, all the edges and stuff, you probably end up making, like, at least another couple of stacks that you're going to need out of already having to have, like, 18 stacks or something like that worth of material. So I like to do the bottom first, and that way you can just run along the top and place it on the thing. And I still end up misplacing at some points as well, but it's not really that bad. Yeah, then we can... And then the roof's easy enough. And normally I would do a double layer, and I'll probably end up throwing another layer on top of this later on, because it's pretty easy. Once you build the first one, it actually requires less material. Oh, thank God it's done raining. Jeez, I hate the rain so much. Might actually have been too loud. I didn't even really think about that. God, that's so dumb. I did not think about how that might be that loud. Hopefully it wasn't that loud. Did I turn this down at all? Yeah, it's down to 15. Or no, oh, it's at 100%. God, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, that'll never happen again if it's too loud. Oh, I'm gonna be so upset if it was. Oh boy. Hey man, this is the second channel, no perfection over here. All of our flaws and glory in the same place. Hopefully you guys appreciate that. But yeah, so we'll do this all right here, and then I'm actually shocked. I'm gonna definitely be good on materials for the roof, I think, because there's at least another 6 stacks down there. Um, and like I said, to throw on the second layer, you really only need another 64 trapdoors, the carpets, and then that's really it, because all you're gonna do is come up, carve out. I mean, and then you need the materials for the walls as well, but and like the roof. So you need the cobble for the walls and the roof, but then you just need carpet. It's like you don't need all the numbers and all that stuff. It's so easy to even add 2 or 3 layers to this, because it's just coming in, carving out this plus sign, throwing in a couple of things here, because that's basically your platform on the second level, and then from there you just throw on a roof, and that's pretty much it. To add on another layer, it's very easy. And we're going to go to sleep real quick. And hopefully I'm not going to add too much darkness for these guys to spawn. And I'm going to do myself a favor. I never do this. I have never done this, not once when I build this. I'm going to throw this down so that we can just swim directly back up. Wow, I can't believe I've never thought to do that until just right now. All right, let's go to sleep right here. Hopefully. All right, cool. And then we'll swim back up there with the rest of our cobble, which let's just check real quick. Make sure we are going to be, in fact, good. Oh, yeah, that's that's well more than enough. Perfect. Yeah, so we got to wait for our waterfall elevator. And then I'm going to swim back up there and finish off the roof, which is kind of annoying to build, to be honest. All right, 2 more blocks. 1 more. And now we're in total darkness. I'm going to go up top real quick. And we're going to throw in the torches we're going to need here. I think it said 10. I'm not going to map out like a perfect layout for this, because I do have the extra sticks and coal to make just more torches. So there we go. So we'll just do like every 3, I guess. 1, 2, 3, and then try to just keep a grid. It's not going to end up being perfect, but the only thing that's going to happen on this roof is that we're going to end up taking, and we probably don't even need this many, to be honest, taking these away when we add on a second layer, and that's pretty much the only thing that's going to be going on up here. So as long as it's lit up, that's all I really care about. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. In case you guys couldn't tell, I generally just don't enjoy making farms. Not really like my favorite thing in the world to do. Um, I have come around more to liking building, especially for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's just easier. But I don't have enough know-how about game mechanics to do like perfect farms on my own, so I have to follow tutorials, and it's just so annoying to do the tutorials. Like, I'm not a big fan of farms, but so I put off things like this. I mean, we're in episode 11. I'm finally getting an XP farm, but man, it's always so worth it. I absolutely love um, once these get done. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna go back up and see how she's working, because it should be pretty good. I need to put a torch there as well. And we'll have to put torches up top. There are actually going to be some mobs there, I guarantee it. Because that thing is casting a shadow on everything. God dang it. Yeah, I should have put a torch down there. Otherwise, we just need enchantment set up here, which, again, I'm not going to do right away. And then we need anvils. That's something that would be easy once we have the iron. And then probably just, yeah, regular little normal things. I do like to put a nether portal up here, which we'll end up doing that as well. Maybe not today, but I'm going to have one up here for sure, because it's just a lot easier to just do that and then come directly to the right Y level instead of using this whole thing. It's just, yeah, I'd rather do it in the nether. Oh, cool, there was nothing here. All right, perfect. So yeah, let me see. Let me get myself real quick while I'm thinking about it. I always have to end up putting a bunch in chests on the side too. We'll end up doing that because this one of the nice things about this, which isn't functioning yet, and this is where free cam comes in play. Make sure everything's working right instead of having to go up there and sacrifice. Okay, so it is. This is a 1 layer. It's not going to be the fastest thing in the world. But one thing I love about these is the useful drops you get. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. There's already a freaking. Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about that. That's actually nice. Perfect. Okay. There's already a slab there. I didn't think about that. Um, the drops you get from this, you have a bunch of like if you just kind of use this as your main AFK or not AFK, if you use this as like your main XP farm, you're just kind of like watching videos and then occasionally like striking these guys down. I'm gonna make sure my audio is not too loud for this. Hostile mobs do 20%. Um, yeah, if you just make sure like, or if this is like the main thing you're doing for XP and stuff, you end up having so much gunpowder, especially when you have like a looting sword, which we don't have. We're gonna get that. Um, you end up having so much gunpowder, so many bones for bone meal, arrows for your bow and stuff like that, string even sometimes, but we obviously aren't gonna have that here. And then zombie flesh for certain things like feeding your dogs, or I bet there's another use for it, but I'm just saying. Um, what the frick? Why is there? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna end up just chilling here. Like I said, this is single layer. I might do another layer in between episodes or just as a part of another episode because I'm not going to want to do the single layer that long. Uh, but it's a good XP. Like I can just chill here, vibe out, up, just waiting here, watching videos. And then every like 5 minutes, I end up coming back and just striking down. So I think for the remainder of this episode, I might actually just use this and then see if we can get some good enchants on stuff like, this is about to be a pretty good. I'm gonna make sure I don't wanna break that. I'm gonna combine these, so that's gonna be, like, the best pick we can get, but we don't have anything on this. We don't have anything basically on this. I don't wanna spend, like, all day trying to get, like, something great, so we'll still take whatever, but I might come back another episode with, like, 40 levels, I don't know. But, yeah, it's so I don't even actually I kinda forget that the drop things they're supposed to be one punch, but they're not. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna just chill here, and then I'll come back. Yeah, okay, they're not one punch, so we'll use like a stone sword. Forget not to take my durability. People are probably yelling about that. Um, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, cool. I combined these real quick. Hold on, can I still do that in here? Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that real quick. I'm gonna just get my levels up to maybe like 36 or something like that, and then I will come back and uh, and we'll go get some enchants, see if we can get anything good off of it. Right. I just had another sword break. I went through 2 stone swords. I got a little carried away. I mean, it's only an extra enchantment level, but I was kind of just watching stuff. That's what I love about these things. You just before you know it, you're there. You're where you were trying to get to, or further. So let's head over here, see what kind of enchantments we're gonna be able to get with this. Um, I should maybe get a fresh sword, but it's not really gonna be a huge deal. Maybe I even have to make another one to combine it with just to get like everything I want on it. And then otherwise, oh wait a minute.
Well, in case you notice that the audio sounds different now and from the beginning, God, I'm gonna have an intermission and in the middle of the recording to yeah. That's so annoying. I want to make sure this stuff gets included in a video, but I messed up like most of the video's audio is terrible. God dang it, I'm an idiot. My frickin' my audio mixer resets its gain every single time I record, so I have to put it back to what I want it on. And I forgot to do it. I forgot to do it this episode. God dang it. Oh, that's annoying. Of course, we got Smite. Ugh. Wow. I can't believe that. All right, I'll take that. That's crazy. This will be a short episode then, because I don't want to have to get rid of the video.
but oops. I'll take it. We'll combine that with something. Yeah, I don't want to have to get rid of the video. I want you guys to be able to see the episode, but like the audio is probably like it's I could hear it. It was fine, but I'm gonna have to boost it. It's not gonna sound great. That sucks. So I'm pretty much, I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and make this sword, see if I can get a good enchant off of the second one, and then call it for the video. What the frick? What? You have no business doing something like that. Jesus. Uh, anyway. Yeah, so let's see what we can get on this, I guess, and then we'll call it for the episode. I'll try to get another one up next day or two, so you guys don't have to wait for a full good episode. Oh, that's annoying. It's so dumb. I cannot believe that. That is crazy. Why are there so many mobs out? What is going on here? Jesus. All right, let's see. I put that away. I'm breaking 3, sharpness 3. All right, that was a sharpness 4. I'm breaking 3 at least, and it's full durability, so I'll take it. I mean, we might combine it with something later. Do I have a... Of course not. Okay. Let's combine these real quick before I end it, because I want to at least get something done. I mean, we got something done. It's up there, but it's like... I can't believe I did that. That is so stupid. That is... I would normally have noticed that earlier, but when I look at, like, my recording screen, it has an audio, like, levels of me talking, and I am so much louder in here than I was in the other room because it's an enclosed space. Alright, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. So, it seemed normal for what I'm used to, even on the really low gain. Oh, that's so dumb. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. I can't believe it. Anyway, let's just hopefully I can make it sound good. Alright, combine these. Is it cheaper this way? Yeah, it is. Let's do that. Sharpness 4, I'm breaking 3. And I'm gonna go back up here so I can remember to... Or I guess I could just do this now. I might end up just, like, killing some more stuff and getting my levels up so that by the time I start recording again, probably tomorrow, then I'll be set to finish up on a couple other things. Like, what do I have here? That's a pretty good one. I need a shovel, I guess. I got Unbreaking 3 on that. So, like, everything's pretty good right now. It's not Protection 4, but we can probably make another set. Maybe we'll go mining next episode or something. Dang it! Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, it's not too bad and people actually made it to this point in the video. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Like I said earlier with the rain sounds, this is second channel, you know. Perfection is not here. I'm not perfect, so you see my flaws and my victories on this channel as opposed to just the victories. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Check out the main channel if you wanted more stuff, and appreciate you guys. Leave any comments or any suggestions, and thank you to the channel members, by the way. Thank you guys so much. Got a few of them now. We got Will, Daniel, TTS. Dang it, hold on. Let me run through real quick. Yeah, we got Will Higgs, Daniel Campbell, TTS Galleries, and Adriana Jones is a new one. So thank you so much, Adriana, and everybody else. All of you guys are awesome. Appreciate it. If you guys want to become members, you can hit the join button below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye. Bye.